Good afternoon to all of you. As you know, my name is Mrunal, and I'm a new commercial pilot in the market. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who took your time from all the exams, because I heard you've all had exams recently. And I know I've been there, seated like you, and listened to my seniors when they were standing here right in front of my place and talking. So thank you so much for your precious time. Special thanks to Janaki ma'am, who is also my principal for some time, and Chaitali ma'am for cooperating so much for this program. It feels really surreal to be standing here today with my uniform on, and I never really thought that my 10 years of experience with Bhavans would be that great that I would be called here to talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts, because this is going to be a long journey from 2008 to 2023, and you would need snacks, which is not possible right now. But I hope that you learn something from today and achieve your dreams and work hard for it, just like I did. So it's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation from how I began in Bhavans, just like you, a normal kid, very introvert, wouldn't really talk to a lot of people, and very tiny. As you can see, I don't really have a lot of height, although I have a little bit of heels on today, just to increase my height, and a brown girl. So the story starts with me coming to Bhavans when I was in 4th class. I was a tiny brown girl in the middle of, I think, 30 odd kids, and always used to wonder what exactly are we doing by drawing a cell or amoeba in our biology books, and always used to wonder why Archana ma'am, where does she get her earrings from, or why Pradna ma'am always have long nails, always painted and beautiful. I still remember that, ma'am. So it started with a curious mind. I was never really a very smart kid, I would say, in Bhavans, but always had curious mind with a little bit of, I would say, I would lack in prioritizing what exactly is needed to do. And you know, we were kids and mistakes happen, we do things we don't really mean to. So this is the story of Bhavans. Then came 10th, where I needed a lot of all is wells. You all know all is wells, right? 3 idiots. So I needed a lot of them. Finally tried scoring a bit higher than I usually did. Ended up with 8.2 CGPA, which was a decent score. My parents were happy that I did not fail. I passed the exam, and at least I can continue with my 11th and 12th. So, as you know, I was not really a brilliant kid. After which, I did my 11th and 12th from Sri Chaitanya. Now, you will wonder why Sri Chaitanya and why Hyderabad, why not Bhavans? And at that time, there was 11th, 12th in Bhavans. But I always wanted, as I said, I'm a very curious brain. I always wanted to explore new fields, new options, new places. And wanted to know what is this hostel life with all the girls and boys together, and how does it feel to really study and be away from your parents. And I took that step. My parents were really supportive about it. So 11th, 12th was like a journey where I realized a lot of things, that you have to first stand up for yourself, because I was a very introvert girl, would not talk to people, would not share what's going in my heart, and that somewhere down the line used to stress me, pressurize me. And I know that a lot of girls and boys right now sitting right in front of me feel the same, and you just have to know that God has created you just the way you are, and you have to accept the fact that you are who you are, and learn to grow and develop. And that's what I did. I realized that even though I'm tiny, a brown girl, I need to accept that and look for the positives, which is have a good heart, and I have a curious brain. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here standing with the 3 bars. But that's what happened in 11th and 12th. Secured 93%, which was quite a lot for me. And my mom was crying happy tears, and she was too happy to know that I finally am on the right track in properly studying, because that's how our parents judge us, with the help of the marks. After which, I also secured very good marks in JEE. I took maths and physics. Was not very good at maths. Swati ma'am would be surprised to know that I took aerospace engineering. But then, I finally decided to join aerospace engineering, which was not really a very common part of engineering that is available in India. It took us a lot of time to research about what college to choose. Although I got a good score in JEE, so I got a lot of scholarships from a lot of colleges, Amity University, NIT. I also got into an NIT. But I dropped all of it just because I wanted to become an astronaut. So becoming an astronaut was something which I was always like fascinated about. Planes, spacecrafts, the things which we generally don't see. And my dad encouraged me a lot. He was himself a maths teacher. And he already owned a science laboratory where he used to take me, and he had whole ceilings packed with planets and stars, and I was always so fascinated to know what exactly happens in that Milky Way and that galaxies, what are stars and planets. So took aerospace engineering, again had to make my parents proud because they invested a lot in aerospace engineering. Worked really hard, secured almost first position in every semester that I went ahead with. And I was the gold medalist in my college, which was Geetam University, Hyderabad. And also the first student to get into an aerospace company. So my college was having very good laboratory facilities for aerospace engineering. And the only drawback there was the companies. There were not really a lot of companies, aerospace companies, which used to come to the college. But fortunately, when I was graduating, there was a company called Scient. If you know Airbus, Boeing, anything about planes, I think the boys are nodding there. So I was placed in Scient, which was a service provider to Boeing and Airbus, which planes you fly normally. So then I was so excited and ready for the new role, very excited, gave a speech on Achievers Day about how my journey of Scient went, and super excited. Parents are so proud. I was the only girl who got into that company. The joining was supposed to be in November. This is what life does to you. Life happens. Joining was in November. I thought what to do from April to November. I joined the Google. The people call it, and worked there for about 7 months. Wasn't really interested with the free food and free amenities that I got in Google, but I was looking forward for the job in Scient, which never really came because there were no projects of aerospace at that time when I was supposed to join. So I thought, I was devastated, could not really think what next to do, and how to tell my parents that, Mom, Dad, you've invested 4 years and I don't have an aerospace job. So I was very nervous, anxious, got into a little bit of depression, and had to figure out a way to live life because that's how we have to be. So then decided to just get down with my goal and think that what other options do I have. A lot of people sympathized me and said, it's fine, there are a lot of career options, you can become a pilot, or you can either work as a software developer, because that's what people are doing now. And I decided, I'm a girl who has never traveled in a plane before when I was even till my engineering. Because I belong from a really middle class family, just like most of you, I guess. And at our place, I think my mom and dad has never really traveled on an airplane till now, and I'm a pilot. Imagine, the situation. So I thought, why not a pilot? Never really seen a captain, why not become a captain? And always wanted to try something different and achieve something big, being a short height and brown girl. So decided to go with it, spoke with a lot of programs and everything. Finally got into a program called the Indigo Get Program, If there are people hearing me who are in 11th and 12th ever interested in aviation or anything, just listen to this part very carefully. Indigo Get Program is a program designed by Indigo Airlines. Everyone knows about Indigo Airlines here? Who all know about it? Okay, a lot of, okay, that's good. So, Indigo Get Program is a program where Indigo itself as an airline selects a few students to join their airlines, and they give a letter of intention that after their training with Indigo, they will join as a first officer and fly for them. So I fortunately came across this program and I called them up. I had 5 rounds of interview. I started clearing them one by one. There were a lot of hurdles. That was my first time traveling in an aircraft, and my parents were like, you need to do this, you have to go. So that was the first time we spent 7,000 rupees for an airplane ticket, I still remember. And that was the most expensive ticket I've ever had by that time. So very, very fortunate that I've got such lucky parents. So then cleared all the interview rounds. It was 7th of March 2020 that I got to know that I got selected into that program. Out of all the 600, 700 students, we were just 7 of us who got selected. And then came the letter of intention, which was the contract, which we were about to sign, and then our training was about to begin. The contract was about to get signed on 18th of March, and guess what? Lockdown happened on 17th of March. So my parents were on their way to Delhi, and I had to just call them up and tell them that, you know, Mom and Dad, you have to get down on the next station and get back to home, because it's not happening. Lost all the hopes, thought I would never be able to become a pilot after gathering so much information, knowledge, and struggled so much for it. Lost almost all the hopes. But then I thought, why not just be positive about it and do something? So I tried doing my medicals at that time just to see if I'm even fit properly to become a pilot. Funny enough, I asked the doctor, is my height enough to become a pilot? Because normally if you see a pilot, they are quite tall, they have very good personalities, and my mom always questioned me, is your height enough to become a pilot? Just for your information, for a commercial pilot, you don't really need a height, exact height. The seat which you fly at is adjustable, right, front, top, bottom, everywhere. I think the technology is advanced and that's a good thing for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here with this height. But that's what happened, and I got medically fit. After which, they decided that they are going to discontinue the Indigo Get Program, and I would not be able to really go forward with it. And I was completely destroyed, completely devastated. Had no idea what I'm going to do with my life, and still had a little bit of hope, because aviation is an industry which is booming now. Even after COVID, the industry is still living up to its standards, and they are ordering a lot of planes. But at that time, there was very less hope which was remaining. So I still kept that little hope, and I said, let me just work and maybe continue with my exams. So then I started working for Byju's, which I think all of you know. I think maximum of you might have even got the program, Byju's program, or might have even seen it, Shah Rukh Khan advertising about it and everything. So it was quite a platform for me, because I grew up as an adult, really stronger with that job, because it teaches you discipline, it teaches you how to manage your money and how important money can be. I still remember I got my first salary, and when I got it into my account, you know, what you do, like as kids, we all think that we're gonna we want to shop, there's so much online shopping, we want to get this, dresses, and go to the salon and something. And when I got my first salary, I thought, my God, I've worked so much for this salary, and I cannot really afford to spend this money on a dress which I'm just going to wear for like a year. So then I realized that, imagine how parents would think, you know, spending so much money for a course and so much of hard-earned money. It's very, very I cannot even imagine because I'm not yet a parent. But if I put them in my shoes, I don't think I would be ever be able to do it what they did for me. After that, finally in November, I got a call from them and they said that we are finally resuming our program. So got into the program, I signed the LOI. Finally, my dream was coming true, and I continued working. And then I got a call in June last year, 2022, that I have to fly to South Africa for my commercial pilot license. So commercial pilot license needs you to fly for at least 200 hours, and it's a lot of alone flying, which is called the solo flying, and a lot of dual flying, which is with the instructor. So went to South Africa. I was very excited knowing that I'm going to fly planes. I mean, imagine being in a plane and just looking at the clouds and skies and cities beside you, like right beneath you, and it's a beautiful experience to have. So I was super excited about it. Went to South Africa. It was first day of my ground school, learning a lot, getting everything, and still remember my first flight went so good that I thought I'm just meant to be a pilot. Soon enough, I realized that I have to take off this plane by myself and land this plane by myself. And that was the most challenging part because, in aviation, it's said that even a monkey can take off. But to land is a job of a lot of security, a lot of risk, a lot of efforts. And taking off was fine. I took off on my first solo flight. Took off and then realized, oh my god, I have to land this plane back, and how am I going to do that? I've had enough practice, but what if something goes wrong? What if the winds are strong? What if my aircraft pushes away? What will happen then? But then that's where you face the real challenge of life, that you have to be focused enough to aim to wherever you want to land. And that's how the journey then went ahead. There were a lot of challenges financially because, as I told you, I'm from a very middle class family. In fact, my parents had to sell a lot of land, a lot of their savings just for me to complete this course and achieve this dream. And then I did a small business there, irrespective of what people would think about me. I opened up a food service. My mom never really taught me how to cook. I had no idea how to cook and how to really eat something by myself apart from Maggie, which is 2-minute thing. And after that, realized that you got to do something of your life when you are at that point and there's nothing to help. So I started a food service, a small food business where I used to supply food with my training, with my exams, and I did it for about 8 months. And never really told my parents about it. In fact, I just told my friends about it, and my friends told it to my parents. My mom and my dad were so overwhelmed with the fact that I'm doing something to make their burden less. But it was something which was in my mind, and I just did it. After which I completed my training finally this year. I came back from South Africa actually 10 days before today, on I think 8th, 7th of October. So this is like the 10th day, and I am here to just motivate you and tell you that life happens, challenges happens, and you have to still go on. And you might be thinking right now that whatever is life, it is right here, and this is present, and whatever problems you are facing, they are the biggest challenges you've ever seen. But every person that you see, you meet, you treat, is going through something in life, and you need to respect everybody's time, everybody's effort, everybody's way of talking to you. So there would be just 3 things that I would like you to take from this whole story of mine. Is firstly, respect your parents, respect them, give them so much importance, because I think in a person's life, it's a relationship of give and take. You give people and then you get it back, right? But with parents, I think it's a lot of take then give. You have been in a mother's womb for 9 months, and she has held you for like a rock for those 9 months, and you got to be worth it. You got to make sure that you're worth those 9 months that she suffered. And so respect them and give them what they need. I don't think you can give them all of what they have given you, but at least 20% of them, you can definitely try that. Next is be very, very respectful to whomever you talk. As a captain, there would be a day where I would be in a plane sitting like a queen, and there would be paperwork coming to my hands and I would just sign them with my 1,000 rupee pen. But then you got to make sure that you respect whoever you talk to, even though whatever category that person is from. Because that's what makes you a better person in life and a respectful person in life. So please don't forget your roots and where you came from. Always be grounded and respect others. The last thing is have gratitude. Have gratitude of whatever you have today and thank God for whatever He has given you. Because I think if you are sitting in this hall with all the nice uniforms here, you are privileged enough to sit. And there are so many people who don't even get the privilege of whatever you have. So have gratitude towards whatever you have in life, whatever you eat, whatever you sleep, however your parents are. And at the end, I would just, there was this one poem that in Hindi that we used to sing, and I think you all must have also heard it and read it in the books, although I don't know how the curriculum has changed in US, but I would like to just sing that poem for you. So this is me bottling up of all the story, and the poem is from Sohanlal Dwivedi. It says, लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना न अखरता है। आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। I really appreciate each one of you's time here. I would really love to answer any questions that you might have about aviation. Please feel free to come to me and ask me any questions, because I'm just like you, an ordinary girl. Just don't see these bars. It's just I'm a normal human, okay, like you. And until then, signing off, Captain Mrunal. Thank you.